Good morning. I don't know why my camera isn't on. Welcome, welcome. Good to see y'all here. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Let me know if you have trouble hearing me. I have to adjust some settings here. But I think everything seems to be okay. Again, anyone hopping in, I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Had some beautiful weather myself. Was able to get outside, which I needed. For some reason, I feel like my microphone is not good right now. I need to check on my end really quick. It's acting differently. Test, 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 test. Testing mic. Test, 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 test. Well, not exactly sure what's wrong, but here we are. So we're doing a 3-hour timer today. Instead, it's good. Good morning, Kate. Good to see you. Trying to fix my camera here. I don't know why it's not on. There we go. Hello. I have a green shirt on, so my torso is also missing. You can see through. Anyway, good morning. We're doing a 3-hour timer today instead because, well, experimentation and learning. That's why I'm still just taking too long to get these streams done. And then getting to the stuff I need to do for the day, like cooking dinner and going out and working on other stuff and finishing this video I need to edit for another client, and it goes on and on and on. So I'm going to try a 3-hour today, which is going to put even more pressure on me. I noticed that besides the cityscape that I did, I'm finishing early. So to me, 4 hours ended up being a little too long for most ideas for where I want to render them to for this type of art content. Obviously, if I was doing a commission or something I was passionate about, like a main work piece, I would be pouring more hours. I'm passionate about these pieces, but up to the point of just depicting them to a point where, you know, I think, like, if you see the last 7, 8 paintings we did, which are on my website for sale right now, with the new daily discount code Terrace10 today. This is kind of the bar I'm trying to set for like the 3-4 hour drawings here. Right around this level of rendering. So, yeah, I mean, you know, I'm gonna try that for a while. I don't know if it'll be digital every time. The thing is, it becomes more possible to render things that fast. Render things like that in 3 hours digitally. And it's not because of like different layers and stuff, honestly. It's basically mainly due to the fact that you can color pick instantly the color you want. That saves probably 2 hours, not like an hour and a half of accumulated time, no joke. When you think about how long sometimes on stream I'll be mixing paint on the side, a minute and a half, 30 seconds, 10 seconds. Those 10, 5 second, 30 second, minute and a half add up at the end of the day, where it's like, to do an idea like this, or like the last 6 ideas to do on traditional medium would be like probably 5, 6, 7 hours. So because of that, it allows me to like kind of have a more balanced stream and duration and stuff. I like to do all mediums on stream. This is just a little phase right now. Turns out that they're nice for prints too, which allows me to sell for cheaper. Obviously, like, I want my art in y'all's hands as much as possible, so like if I'm doing originals on paper all the time, they're going to cost a lot more. The smallest originals I release on paper basically they're at least $100, 75 to 100 at the least. So I know not many people are going to want to buy that. just simply because pockets are tight. On top of that, the prompt that won today was one that Kate Denise submitted, so thank you for that. Go to the prompt list today is here. So what we're doing today is a burnt launch pad on a planet with phosphorescent light forms and extreme terrace landscape, with or without spaceship, in mono yellow. So remember, today is a monochromatic yellow, our last color, so it's going to be pretty interesting looking indeed. The phosphorescent light forms. So I was doing some research before stream this morning. First of all, I had to like remind myself what that was. I didn't realize that just meant glow in the dark. Because I was thinking, when you said fluorescent, I was thinking iridescent, which is a different thing. But it's not iridescent, it's just glow in the dark. So, with that, the thing is with I'm just gonna say glow in the dark stuff so I don't keep messing up the word. The thing with glow in the dark stuff is that it's really dim. It's not bright. So there's gonna be I'm torn between the compromise of like daytime or nighttime. If it's nighttime though, when it comes to the burnt launch pad, it's gonna be like we're gonna need to have like some sort of way to light that up, or we're not gonna see it. Because a burnt launch pad, from what I've seen, it tends to look like a sort of like a little grenade went off on the ground with like a array of burnt. It's just like black charcoal on cement, basically. So that'll be interesting. I think what I could do is maybe do what I did on Marshland, where it's not noon, midday, and it's not necessarily nighttime, but it's like just before dusk, and then maybe just like overglow the little life forms a little bit more than they would be. I mean, it is our world. You know, we don't have to have real planet Earth glow in the dark rules. It could be brighter than normal. But thanks for the idea, Kate. I actually, it came between a tie yesterday on the vote, or I'm sorry, on Friday, between 4. No, I'm sorry, that's not the wrong post. Here we go. Between an area space with an eclipse, an area in space with an eclipse and 1,000 motherships, and a burnt launch pad on a planet with phosphorescent light forms, blah blah blah. That tied. So today, before I started stream, I flipped a coin, and 1,000 motherships was heads, and your idea, Kate, number 4 was tails, and I got tails. So that's what happened. I was totally prepared to draw 1,000 motherships today. So I'm sorry if anyone is disappointed there, but yeah. So gonna start the poll today for the new prompt list. It started right now. We should start seeing it in chat already. This will decide the painting tomorrow. And the prompt list we have is an alien world where inhabitants live inside enormous hovering crystalline geodes. A landscape with colossal rainbow-hued snails that serve as mobile cities. A tundra with massive, perfectly spherical ice boulders. A floating market with boats tethered to gigantic ancient trees. A hotel where each room is a portal to a different biome. So cast your votes. Again, it's exclamation mark, vote, no space between the exclamation mark and vote. So exclamation mark, vote, space, and then the number. That's it. And join the Discord, which I will pin in chat right now, to be able to see that prompt list and vote. It's part of being it's part of being in the Discord. So the link should appear there on YouTube and Twitch chat at some point. There it is on Twitch. I'm pinning it now. I'll keep that pinned up there all stream. I'm gonna dive over to my YouTube page right here really quickly. I never have my YouTube page open, but I probably should. I'm always scared of taking up too much bandwidth, if that makes sense. Alright, there we go. Gonna pin that up. Alrighty. There we are. And am on a strict schedule. I'm already late. I wanted to end this at 11:30. It's going to get pushed till noon, so I'm going to try to really push myself today on this. I have an idea already in my head, so I'm going to hope that it goes good. Goes well. Wish me luck here. Sure that music isn't too loud. Turn it down a tad here. And I don't know, I'm gonna toss on some deep house. It's epic classical stuff. It's not consistent enough for me. Alrighty. Thank you for your vote. We have one vote for prompt 2, which is a landscape with colossal rainbow-hued snails that serve as mobile cities. How did I know that would be one of the votes? It always tends to be one of the harder ones, but I don't blame you. If I was someone in chat, I'd want to see the harder ones tried too. So this is all in yellow today, so it's going to be jarring to the eyes. But I'm going to lean it more towards green, just so that we'll get more of those greens as we darken it. But I'm gonna stay pretty much center yellow. And as you can see with yellow here, as I was trying to explain, you can't darken yellow. There's no such thing as dark yellow. It just turns green, and it's because there's so much blue and black, and yellow is so weak that it just takes it right over. So if you look here, I start with yellow, right? It's clearly yellow. As I move down, you'll notice it just turns green. I mean, it's not this green, but it's green, and you'll see it gets more green as I go down. It becomes a kind of like automatically desaturated green. You go all the way down to the full saturation. You can see, and I can even go a few steps up here. This way you just start moving towards white, like this. You got gradient that way. And yeah, there's your sort of like full saturated gradient. You know, you can go here if you wanted. It'll tell a different story of colors. You can kind of move diagonally this way. Things will be a little bit softer and seem a little bit more brown and gray. But nonetheless, it's yellow and olive. Yeah, olive's a good name for that type of color, or is the name of that color indeed, Kate. But it's one of those things that when you play with yellow, you notice that. So let's dive into the idea here and see what happens. Start the timer and go. Let's see. It would probably benefit me to sketch a little bit out here. And spend some time with my morning coffee looking at some different actual terraced landscapes out there, just to see what I'm up against. And I pretty much already had a lot of that in my head, because I mean, who hasn't seen the rice paddy fields, right? But I'm trying to be diligent here and do my homework. And yeah, so I'm just gonna try to get the overall values here first. And then I'll worry about terracing. Okay, what happened? Oh, you know what? I gotta start my time lapse, huh? There we go. Are you having a good day, Kate? How's your day going? I hope it's starting well. Better than others. The volume's still good, by the way. Try to toss some. I don't know why my hue keeps moving here. The volume's great. Hell yeah. And I will see, for pure experimentation, I will not move the slider from this yellow the whole time. One thing I find interesting working with yellow is it's kind of ethereal and weird the way it darkens and lightens. My little dog went to the big pot of seedling kale and dug a hole, burying it all. Good thing I love her. I painted each deadline by hand yesterday. I planted each deadline by hand seedling. No. Planted each seedling by hand yesterday. Awesome. Not awesome that he dug it out, but awesome that you're out in the garden. Nice being out in the garden. Bad pup though. Bad puppy. And my goal is to create some like a particularly big terrace for the landing pad, I guess. Cats are so much easier. Yeah, I love my kitties. They are cute. I mean, they have their thing, you know. They're not zero maintenance, but this breed of dog is new to me. Shih Tzu. Is that like the tiny, sort of curly dog that like everyone has, pretty much? Like that, either that or a Chihuahua. It seems like everyone goes for the small dogs, but I can see why. Big dogs need to play, run. You want something that's just gonna be cute and sit there on the couch. But I don't know if I have it right. I don't know what a Shih Tzu is. Could be a big dog. I'm not good with dog breed names at all. Long hair, short nose, ponytail. Small dog, 6 to 12 pounds. Wow, that's a really tiny dog. Yep, I can picture it. adding some early beginning life form blobs. I want we'll see how the glow in the dark thing goes. I don't know how that's gonna go. Not gonna lie to y'all today, I feel like I was well rested last night. I don't necessarily know why. Because I went to bed early, but I couldn't manage to fall asleep. And then I was just tossing and turning all night. So I'm feeling a bit out of it. I have my coffee, doing my best. Also trying to do my best at staying motivated with this. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, when those bills smack, it gets real discouraging sometimes. I have to pour so much time into this to get it off the ground, and it's like, man, feels like you get it off the ground for like 5 years straight, 6 years straight. Just can be a little demoralizing sometimes. It's like scooping a bucket of water out of a boat that's inevitably gonna sink. So it's another part of the reason why I have to end stream a little bit early today. I have an interview later for some 3D modeling work, so trying to stack up the gigs, make as much as I can before the end of the month. There's also this horrid credit card bill I'm battling right now. That's way too high for any reasonable person to pay. And so I'm just trying to get that off my mind, relax into the painting this morning. And you know, like, you guys see me paint this much, you're gonna get every version of me. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I fight off the I'm not sure I can make this a thing, you know, but ultimately every time I do, I'm grateful that I do. I wish you luck. Yeah, thank you. I really don't know where this is gonna lead me. I sort of had I have a business plan for it and stuff, and I'm trying to cross all my T's and dot all my I's and stay consistent. Honestly, what's happened to me in the past is the last drawing of the day is I did it for so many hours. I was doing it like Monday through Friday, sometimes even on the weekends, and I wasn't making any money doing it. Like, I still am not really. Like, I appreciate you all buying prints, and that's helping tremendously. When I say I'm not making money, I mean I am making money, but it's not. I'm still having to go get a job to make ends meet on top of doing this, and sometimes that just burned me out basically the last time I did it. So it's the reason why it hasn't been as intense as it was before. Like doing the 10-13 hour ones, it's just simply not practical. It's one thing if I was you know, a famous Twitch streamer and it was getting off the ground or everything like that. That's what, like, if it gets to that point, that's one of those things where, like, I'll be able to do those kind of grueling long ones again. So I think it's been an incredible journey of balance, learning what I'm capable of, how much I can push myself, and yeah, it's been nothing short of a challenge, I would say. Credit cards that ruin the nation, they could be illegal. Yeah, I agree. And I told myself I would never get one. And I managed to not have one until I was, or should say 2000. I made it to like 2017. And basically, I just wanted to start building my credit, so I got a small one. And yeah, it was going good for a while, but then what happened was COVID hit, or whatever the hell you want to call it, whatever that was. And I couldn't go to work. I was a painter for house painting then. And the credit card got racked up from trying to survive. So I've basically just been trying to pay the bills off I've created for myself since COVID, or whatever. Pfizer-demic, whatever the heck you want to call it. I'm not going to get into that conversation. You've done your research, and you know. But anyway, not trying to be all negative, I'm just talking. I'm just trying to be real with y'all, you know. It's not all butterflies and roses every day, but I am happy I'm here, and I'm glad we're making it happen once again. So thank you for tuning in. I don't know why the music stopped. It shouldn't have. See what happened over here. Weird. I wasn't on the right page, that's why. That Audible commercial was wild. I didn't get to see it, but I appreciate you sticking through the ads. I don't really get to see what ad you guys see. It just says on my end that y'all are being shown one. You have to look for the butterflies and roses someday. Yeah, you know, you're gonna find a little bit of butterflies and roses in every day. Honestly, if I was to reiterate that. Could be fun to inch it towards green slightly as we get forward. Just a hair. So I'm gonna kind of just invent my own little like crazy terraces here. I never pictured them all perfect, so I'm sort of just having fun with that, I guess. I love my cast iron griddle. It's your stream, you can make a rainbow over there if you want. For sure. But if something you'll learn about me, Kate, is I can be wildly committed to my initial ideas sometimes. Maybe for better or for worse. I've learned to ditch things that aren't working quicker these days. And it goes faster and faster the older I get. Less tolerance for bullshit, right? Yeah, and also I had a cast iron pan that was great until one day it was accidentally left on the oven on the burner and it got destroyed for like to the point where I just had to get a new one. I haven't yet, but yeah, I cooked a lot on that cast iron pan. It took a while like to get it like nice and like, you know how you have to like get them set up, you have to like do the thing after every time and like wipe the oil into it and everything. So I had it like super it was like super duper set up, and That thing, nothing stuck to that thing. It was better. It was better than a non-stick pan. It was really impressive. Seasoned, yes. That's the term. Thank you. You have to season it. Indeed. So I'm just gonna kind of sketch out some of the shapes here. And hopefully you'll see what my brain's seeing. I think what we can do is have a little launch pad right over here. So let's say we have another terrace that goes like this. And then maybe there's one that like cuts it off. Something like that. But I think this edge has to... Yeah, and then... Okay, I'll roll from there. I guess I'll paint some of this in. While I'm at it. Good morning, anyone hopping in. I appreciate that you did. Remember, there's a discount code that expires at midnight tonight. Go onto my website, planetjokum.com. Get it while you can. The last 8 prints we've done are up there. This is the originals page. You go here. These are the last 8 streams we've done. And there's a limited amount. There's only 20 of each and less of some that I've already sold. Like 18 left of this one, 17 left of this one. Thank you so much to the people who have bought them. You can get it for extra off today. And yeah, Terrace 10 is your discount code up top that expires at midnight. Also, don't forget to vote on the Discord right here for the prompt list. Join in. It's pinned in chat, the link to Discord. All you gotta do is download the app. And if you know Discord, you know Discord already. Today's prompt is the burnt launch pad on a planet with phosphorescent light forms and stream terrace landscape with or without spaceship in mono yellow. This is entirely decided by you guys, and you can decide yourself if you want. So I'm trying that today. We're on a 3-hour timer. We've been doing a 4-hour timer, but I'm kicking it down an hour to hopefully get done sooner. And I also have a meeting at 1 today. So gonna toss out that announcement. Olive green. Again, it's exclamation mark, vote, space, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Again, it's exclamation mark, vote, space, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 to vote on the prompts. We already have 1 vote in, I believe. And that is for number 2, which is landscape with colossal rainbow-hued snails that serve as mobile cities. Terrace. That's gonna be interesting. Be fun trying to do that. 3 hours. Ideally, I think my goal is to start these streams at 8 a.m. end by 11. Give or take a half an hour because I know we stop the timer sometimes. We share some art. We talk. So, hoping like an hour of talking, looking at art and Discord, which y'all have been sharing your lovely art and crafts and adventures and thoughts in photography. I appreciate it. What's up, Daniel? Good morning, my friend. Good morning. I'm glad to see you here. I hope you're having a good day. Send me some of your good vibes. I need them. Lighting a candle for you, dude. Thank you. I felt that. If anything, I should probably light a candle myself. Maybe a little incense. I always find that to be calming. But I can't get distracted. How's it going, Daniel? It's good to see you here, brother. For another week of painting. Be sure to cast your vote for the day, bud. Don't forget, you have a chance to decide the painting. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Go check out the ideas. They're pinned in the prompt list in Discord, the prompt list chat. I'm doing great. What are you painting? Glad to hear it, brother. Glad to hear it. Well, today is a prompt that won from last stream's vote on Friday, and it's a burnt launch pad on a planet with phosphorescent light forms and extreme terrace landscape with or without spaceship in mono yellow. Wish me luck. Oh, that's what I said. Haha. And today's, we have the 1 through 5 here. I'm not going to read them all because I want to stay focused, but you can go check them out on Discord. Cast your vote. And I'm going to go without the spaceship. Because I feel like if it's a burnt launch pad, I feel like they took off. They're gone. They've left this planet. They've visited and they've realized it's not, what's the word? Habitable? No, that's not the word. It's not livable. It's not like my brain's broken on what that word is. It's not a livable environment, so they had to leave. That's what I'll say. So, and we're doing a 3-hour timer today instead, which I'm already getting pinched on time here.
Boss ass.
And it has to be in mono yellow. That's why it's very yellow. You have to go much more towards the black and gray to really get some dark yellow. It's quite uncooperative.
Boss ass.
Habitable is right. Thank you. We got Kate in chat to just cracking the whip on my grammar and my spelling. Be a big help. Legendary English teacher over here. I guess I'll keep it gray because it's out there. I guess what I figured out, what I'm trying to say about yellow that I couldn't before when you're doing a mono yellow is like it doesn't seem to have as much of a range of color as some others do. Like that purple we did yesterday. Or yesterday. I keep saying yesterday. Last stream, Friday. It almost has blue in it too, so it looks more diverse. Gotta keep making sure I tell myself to sip my coffee.
Boss ass.
Human dictionary, legendary, more like retired. Exactly, legendary. Oh man.
Boss ass.
So I feel like we're relatively far away from the ground here. Kind of zoomed out. Maybe we could throw some mist in at some point or whatever.
Boss ass.
I'm gonna try to keep my pencil moving here because hour less to do this.
Boss.
Try to start color picking.
Boss ass.
Good morning, anyone hopping in. I know it takes a few minutes for people to get here sometimes.
Boss.
We've been starting early, around 8:30 lately, so I realize if y'all are on the West Coast, you're still sleeping probably, but that's okay. I just gotta get it done earlier. 9 a.m.'s I know the ideal time for everybody, but we have to compromise there.
Boss ass bitch.
It just sets me too late into my day sometimes. But welcome. Join Discord. It's pinned in both chats, YouTube and Twitch, please. It'd be much easier for you to understand what's going on as far as like prompts, the prompts list goes and the voting. So be sure to check that out. I'm digging this. I live in the armpit of the nation, Rhode Island. Yeah, no joke. I can attest for that. I can attest for that. Personal experience of Rhode Island. Trying to make it look like we have another like bend in the terraces here, and they hit an edge. I'll render it more once I have the idea fleshed out better. The pit under Cape Cod, yeah. Everyone looks right past Rhode Island and just goes right to Block Island or Cape Cod. But that's just Massachusetts anyway. Anyone jumping in, keep in mind we got a discount going until midnight tonight for anything on my website, including the last 8 drawings you've done together that you all have decided. Besides probably like this one and this one, because I had to get it going, right? The smoke looks funny on the green screen, huh? It's my little THC vape pen. I don't do the nicotine anymore. I used to. And pretty much my entire life. That stopped. Occasionally I'll be around a fire and be like, yeah, give me one of them frickin' things, you know, have it with my beer, but nope, no more of that for me. But it's all gonna be quit eventually. I've always said that, and as I've gotten older, they've all have slowly died. If I had to give a reason, I think it's because I'm just bored with them. If that makes sense. now I realize it's just sort of like an old friend, you know. But all in moderation, you know. All in extreme moderation. Which is a paradoxical statement. But I'm a big fan of moderation in all things. Moderation in moderation even. Because sometimes you gotta let it go, you know, you can't be thinking about everything all the time. So there's moderation in moderation. Yeah, I'm just playing with some grass textures here, just hints of them. I'm not really diving into that yet. But I feel like one way we could do this is have like it's a burnt launch pad, because the thing is like we're on grass, right? So like if a spaceship took off here, then it probably burnt the grass. It's just a little too bright, I think, for the glow in the dark dudes. Maybe I can just make them so incredibly glowy that just overpowers everything else. See if I can do some sped up stuff here. Dab some texture. Literally just tapping. I'm gonna come back in. Some other colors. A little bit too big of a brush, that's okay. Can't really avoid certain amounts of rendering sometimes. I live in Rhode Island. Current New York, me thinking, yeah. There's a really funny book, Fierce Invalids Home from Hot Climates. And Terrace says, people of the world, relax. Such a good piece of advice. Yeah. I agree. They should relax a little bit. But you know what, it's like, the problem with talking about that stuff is you have to talk about it with nuance. Because everyone takes it way too literally, and then they immediately try to jump into some context where it doesn't work so that they can prove you wrong on the philosophy. Or proves the philosophy wrong, and it's like, it doesn't take long to realize that, like, not everything applies to everything, in my opinion. So the discipline then becomes, like, recognize when to relax. And maximize the amount of times that you can relax. Spend only the exact amount of energy that is needed for the challenge at hand. Animals are great at that if you study animals, how they move. They only ever use exactly as much as they need to when it comes to a strike or a hunting session. But it's like people, you know, you say like, you know, you gotta relax. And they're like, oh, how am I supposed to relax, man? Like, I gotta go to work tomorrow. I can't go to work and relax. It's the dumbest piece of advice I've ever heard, bro. And it's like, bro, that's not what I'm saying. we gotta look at this more nuanced here. That's the stuff, that's the problem with those life books and the spirituality and the living in the moment, is that it's much more of an in-depth deep dive than I think people want it to be. People want these quick, fast solutions for their lives that take no time at all, and it's just not realistic, because that's only something that was invented by modern day society. That you can have it now and you can have it whenever you want it. And it's just an unhealthy mindset, in my opinion. I'm not innocent. I've been impatient. I wanted things now. But I think it's just you do your best and you try to recognize when. I think it's about catching yourself doing it and then immediately correcting it. It's not about sustaining it constantly, because that doesn't make sense. There's no such thing in life that sustains constantly. There's no such thing that is like never ending. It will change, it will end. And you can use that to an advantage. Not a hindrance. Embrace the change. It ain't always gonna be for you or with you, but in retrospect, it'll be clear someday. Life is funny like that. And I'm still going through it myself. And I still get upset, and I still make mistakes, and I still get in depressive mind states. But I think what I have to do these days is a greater ability to like catch it in my hand and look at it for a second before it takes over my body and my mind entirely. People today want now, it took the past 3 generations, their lifetimes to achieve, and yes, everything changes, the good and the bad. Yeah, I agreed. And, you know, there's a lot of technology and tools that allow for that acceleration. But I don't think it sort of like, what's a good way to say this? Like overrides that necessarily. It almost just creates a pseudo effect where it feels like maybe you are getting there faster, but ultimately it's kind of artificial. Where good old hard work, I think, is still the truth. The majority of this painting is going to be like tweaking out these terraces, probably. Trying to make some grass texture on the edge here. Actually, I gotta go a little darker. Much darker than normal because of this yellow. As you can see, when you go to something like blue, it gets much darker much sooner when you go down here. You go to yellow, it's pretty light all the way to about right here, and then suddenly it gets dark. So it's a bit challenging to wield that little section where the values change quick. It's a very small little value bracket there. We can talk about value brackets someday. How to control the values throughout your painting. It's something I still work on all the time. I would even love to revisit it and talk about it. Probably should go a little grayed out for the dirt. Maybe nah, because that brings some distance. We're up close now. Grass down here. Give me a little grass textures over here. And again, y'all are watching me work right now, like max speed in front of an audience, under a time clock in which I need to finish in time. So under those constraints, you're seeing me work faster than I ever normally would and making decisions. Like, I'm not spending too much time rationalizing every single decision. I'm rather trying to take more action and just see what happens. Because I don't have time to rationalize every decision. But I think it's just fun to note that this wouldn't be like my private speed. I would be, I think I would slow it down a little. Like I would keep the speed in working out the idea because I think that's important in design, is to not spend too much time on your layout. Or I should say, like, sketching out the layout. Chunk it out in 20 minutes. However, there is a little bit of a slowing that happens. I'll just do my little color wiggle here. Get some different tones. Maybe some rocks sticking out of the soil here. We can depict that with gray. Just a few little rocks. I don't see why you wouldn't see a couple. It's dirt here. This is our terrace after all. It's no one else's terrace. We can make it whatever we want, as Bob Ross would say. I'll never sound as gentle as Bob Ross though. I'm much more brash. You can almost like fall asleep to Bob Ross talking sometimes. It's been fun averaging out the detail though. I like it. Interesting. Definitely hones in a specific look. Okay, getting some more. I think they're starting to look like terraces over here on the side. Maybe this is like a skinny one. A little thing of advice that I'm ready to give now about brush work too, because I'm like, I now officially feel like I've experienced it enough times to pass it along as some advice. But try to avoid small brushes at first. Try to like go like smaller than like this, really. Like I am, because I already have some things. I'm already like at certain points in this painting, but like don't if you're painting on a canvas that's like 18 by 24 inches, don't go smaller than like a half-inch flat brush for a long time for most of the painting. If anything, go larger than that. Like start with like an inch brush and paint the whole idea, the entire idea, all its mid-tone base colors maybe, in a big chunky brush, and depict it the best you can from that, and then detail from there. Try not to like be in the middle of a painting and then switch to a super tiny brush because you want to see this like little blade of grass there suddenly. I'm not saying don't like 100%, you know, again, nuance, context, but most of the time it'll help you sort of like just get the idea down and not be so caught up on like how it's gonna look. Because think, how do I say this right? You can get your painting to a point really early in the process to where it's done already. So it's like the idea is there. It's finished, but now you're just left to have fun and just put in the highlights and the little pieces of grass, and you know, hope that makes sense. An interesting color palette. Checking my time lapse. Oh no, why isn't it recording? What the fuck? That sucks. I thought I had it recording. Is there a hotkey that keeps turning it off or something? That's what it is. There's a hotkey that keeps turning it off. And occasionally I press it on my... Son of a bitch. Looks like I'll have to take some footage from the stream. That's okay. Let me stop my clock here for a second. Where's my hotkeys? You've fallen asleep to Bob Ross. Nice. Sorry guys, I'm just fixing something over here so I don't fuck up this time lapse anymore. Alright. So what did I record? Sorry guys, be right back to the drawing here in a second. What did I record? Welcome anyone hopping in. Be sure to hop in the Discord pinned in chat. While I'm fixing this, take a second to go check out the website. Use the discount code up top that expires at midnight tonight for anything on my website. And you can vote in the Discord for the next prompt. Today's vote was a terraced landscape with glow-in-the-dark creatures or glowy creatures because it's not really dark. And burnt launch pad. So it has to be in mono yellow too. Let's see. So this is where it got me to. Oof. Yeah. Okay. I guess we got a bunch here. All right. I guess I'll get the missing chunk from downloading the stream. I can download my streams after. It's just, you know, it's easier to already have the file. Goes smoother. So if I press this button, it won't stop recording anymore. All right, good. Is it on the right screen though? Yep. All right. All right. Continue with the timer here. I admit I'm now feeling a bit better. Just have to kind of relax into things sometimes, you know? As Kate said, you gotta find the butterflies and the roses sometimes. They don't always come flapping around you. You're not always just gonna stumble into roses. Or be around butterflies. just gonna stay in the mid here for this color. And I'll chop into the grass a little bit. Hopefully give it the decided upon fuzzy texture. Hope y'all are deciding to paint along today as well. Share your results in the Discord, and we can talk it over on stream. Won't have as much time to talk it over today, but we will if it's there. You guys have been wonderful about sharing stuff already, and you've made it fun, so thank you. Don't be shy. Maybe this one can connect. Nah, I don't want it to because I want it to look farther back. This needs to be darker. I'm gonna tap, see if that gives me the some ambient occlusion. By the way, when you hear me say ambient occlusion, those for the who don't know what that is, it's just basically the place where no sunlight reaches. It's the absolute blacks. So like an ambient occlusion is like this these little black areas I'm adding right now. You look like the corners. It adds these realist. It's like in video games you can turn on and off ambient occlusion to sort of preserve computer performance. And when you notice, you'll turn them off, the corners of things, like the little edges underneath a book laying flat on a table, it won't be as crisp. And so that's basically what that is. It's your absolute blacks. Not to be mistaken with your core shadow, which is just the darkest part of your shadow. It's darker than your core shadow. Like ambient occlusion is the darkest out of any of the shadows. Another fun way to get textures is sort of do a scribble like I did, and then you can like sort of carve back out of it with the lighter color, and it tends to give you some nice chaos. Drawing nature has a lot to do with figuring out how to wiggle your hand in a certain way that causes chaos that looks like that thing in nature, because nature is basically invented by chaos as far as like the way things look. The way a tree looks, you know. It's not the same tree every time, but it has general chaotic rules to it that have a structure in the way that it grows. But the chaos comes in inventing, you know, the unique bark for that tree, or inventing the way that the leaves ended up growing. That's going to be different every single time, even though when you look at a tree, it's a tree. So maybe we should call it like organized chaos, I guess, is what it would be. I'm gonna start tossing in some of these little guys here. I think maybe they should just be a little bit more green than anything else for fun. I don't know what they're gonna be, Kate. I gotta keep them simple. Do a little experimental one here. Too big. I almost just picture like simple little dudes for some reason. But I'm thinking if, you know, we do like maybe they can look like viruses. You guys ever see an electron microscope picture of a virus? They're pretty creepy looking. They have like 4 legs, or whatever they are. Maybe they can glow like this, and maybe be really, really clear if they're glowing somehow. Like maybe they all glow the ground around them a little bit. I don't know. They all have tails, yeah. The viruses, you're saying. I don't know, we'll make that like the first little creature for now. Yeah, I think I had the right color before. They just need to be like extra hyper green or it won't stand out from behind it. And we'll assume that their cells are just all glowing, you know? Hopefully once I design one of these little dudes, it'd be fun for them to have a sort of like creepy face. Like a little scream face on each one. Or just like weird orifices that are emitting the light. Okay, that's about as much time as I'll be able to be allowed to spend on one of these little things. I think maybe we can bring up so I want this to be like the rock is revealed. I feel like in the middle, have that super like burnt white ash, like this. Where that the rocket really crisped it. think we just moved down. Cut back into it a little bit. Trying to keep my array from the center of this thing in perspective. Like that line wasn't necessarily good. Oops. Yes, Felogem or something. Tail. I probably said that wrong. Flagellum. Flagellum. And I don't know, I was picturing some maybe like left behind equipment looking stuff. This sort of like sci-fi looking crates or barrels. So I imagine if they landed here, they'd probably explored a minute. I'm gonna check my time lapse, but I'm like scared that it's not working now. Okay, we're good. Like I managed to do 6 time lapses in a row perfectly, and then just have been messing it up. Okay. Let's see, it's 10:50. It's 9:53. 2 hours left on the timer. Okay. So, see if we can add some burnt grass here. Brush is too small. I could even make it look like the grass got blown back a little bit. That would be ideal too. But again, you know, 3-hour timer. I think the more color I take out, the more charcoal it looks. My pen is really not cooperating. Sure to cast your votes, anyone new hopping in. Check out the Discord link. There's a prompt list in the Discord in prompt list ideas. I'll take a minute to change screens and show you in a little bit. So head in there, and you can vote for the next prompt. You can also add prompts to the Google Doc that is pinned in that chat anytime you like, or just send them in chat and I'll add them to the Google Doc. And if we could just keep a never-ending list of ideas going, that'd be great. Have a bunch of swept back ones, maybe? How's the book going, Kate? Get a lot of lines written the other day? I remember you saying you went to go hop on that. Bring out some of these little rocks. Yes, fleshing out some characters. Hell yeah. Do you flesh them out through writing, or do you flesh them out in a different way and then write about them? Do you do any of those like crazy things that teach you in English class in high school, like the diagrams and little charts and shit? I don't remember what they're called. I just remember having to do like these like thought bubble things or something. Graphic organizer? Is that what it was called? I feel like that's what it was called. I think it was graphic organizer. All right, I'm gonna get a little bit away. I'm gonna get away from the detail here and go ahead and really start finishing sketching out the rest of the idea over here on the left, so we can just spend the remaining hour, 20 minutes rendering. With a much bigger brush. Grade out a little bit, hopefully it pushes it back some. I think final touch highlights will really help separate some things at some point. Also, you had me thinking about your book, Kate, drawing the pictures for it. And we'll work out numbers and stuff privately, but I was thinking, like, if this level of rendering is good enough for you already, it would probably be a good route to go. Like the last 8 paintings, if that's rendered enough for your book, you could save a lot of money and time keeping the drawings in that condition. However, you know, if you want more realistic, more rendered, we can do that. Spend more time on them. I have a notebook that I have graphic organized in. It keeps things organized, sort of. It's a location for decisions I have made, so I don't have to go back and read. I see. Yeah, I can totally see the usefulness of them. I'm sure writing is can be comparable to drawing often in the way that, like, different writers probably use different approaches. Some probably just dive in and start writing right away. Some spend a lot of time planning, organizing. Just like how an artist could be like all about penciling it all out first before they add the ink, or artists that just dives right into the ink? Yeah, let's get another one here. Not making the things too big, but a little bigger. The things being the front-facing layers of the terraces. Kind of looking like a rock to me right there. I drill a character through thoughts and actions and do pre-plotting ahead in the notebook. Back from commercial. Oh man, hey, you know what? I don't remember what I said on the commercial. We'll just have to move on, but... yes, sci-fi low-key rendering would be good for the series. Alright, we can do it then. The thing with low-key rendering is you can really focus on the subject matter the most and design the drawing in such a way so that it only directs the eyes to what they need to be looking at and nothing more. If they decide to explore the rest of the painting, you leave some things there for them, but not too much. So this is where the spaceship took off. Which probably shouldn't be completely devoid of green or yellow. I'm trying to think of the physics of this launch. So I'm guessing, like, you know, it's hitting the ground. It's gonna crisp anything under it to white ash, and then probably the black ash would be right outside the white ring, I'm guessing, because that's where it would be the next hottest. When you burn something, it sort of goes brown. Like if you burn like a leaf that's living, it's like it'll turn brown, then it'll turn black, then it'll turn white if you just keep burning it into oblivion. So, I mean, that's my thought process behind this texture here. So I hope it reads. I think once I leave a couple things behind that are like spaceshipy, it'll read a little even more. Hopefully. And yeah, they burnt the grass back here. So I'm trying to portray that too. But I think, you know, it wouldn't be completely gone. There'd be some remnants. But burnt and nasty remnants. Not green. Interesting idea, Kate. I like it. I've definitely never thought of this. That's ultimately why I like letting you guys decide so much. It's actually really fun because y'all come up with great prompts, great challenging ideas. definitely needs to be all swept this way. Anything that like I can show, there was a large force here at one point. Yeah, maybe there's even some long ones right here that sort of pop up, but they're immediately swept back. Maybe like another clump here. Like just that one plant that held on for dear life and that didn't actually get ripped out of the ground, you know? Just a beast of a weed. That took the whole blast but just got burnt to a crisp. Definitely have to go much lower on the darks there. Do that here. Some I want it to be like small little clumpy grass, and then some I want to do like the tall stubborn weeds that withstood the blasts, but they're like swept back. So that's gonna be the way I try to do that. And then we'll have a couple of like crates or something, maybe some supplies. Go back over here for now. Hope I'm depicting it for you, Kate, since you are the winner of your prompt today. Everyone voted yours. Oh. After all, it could be a good pre-trial for us, huh? If I was to do the book art for you, you have a chance to sit here and see what I come up with as you prompt me, huh? A little business before business, you know? This grass is too dark, I don't know what I'm doing. Summarize the clumps even more though. No grass blades at all. We saved that for the foreground, but definitely averaged out grass humps and clumps and stuff. Hey Stephanie, good morning. Good morning. Good to see you here. Just noticing you now. Good to see you. I hope the dog walk went well. Your morning errands and chores were easy. Fluent, without any hiccups, and ultimately I hope you're feeling good today and enjoying your day. What are we drawing? Well, I'm going to pause the timer for a second, catch up by one of our biggest fans here. Is your imagination, it is your imagination action that counts here. Oh no, my mind is already solid on that. Great. I'm glad that we depict it. Good enough here. So Steph, to catch you up. So we voted last stream on Friday. We voted between these two here. They tied. So before I started the stream today, I did a coin flip, and 1,000 motherships was heads, and burnt launchpad was tails, and it rolled tails. And I was gonna do the coin flip on stream, but I realized like I'd rather just get the streams going. Because like after the coin flip, I gotta go set up the discount code and then type it in on my setup. And I realized I was doing that the last couple streams, and it's like taking up too much time. So I'm trying to like be efficient as fuck. I'm trying to like hone it down, polish it up, and make it really efficient. But anyway, so it ended up being the Terrace with the burnt launchpad and stuff with life form. So we got these little virusy looking life form here. I'm gonna draw more of them. I just wanted to kind of invent our life form first, so I know what I'm gonna do and I can get to it quick. I don't have to spend too much time designing the life form. So we're doing that, but we also have the new prompts to vote on. They're all in Discord, And be sure to cast your vote in today. We already have one vote in, which is number 2, which I'm pretty sure are the snails. Those are the votes today. That's it. And the new discount code today is Terrace 10 for anything on the website, including the past 8 drawings we've done and anything else. So, as you know. Oh. Morning missions accomplished. Hell yeah. And again, sorry about that confusion with the tier 2 yesterday. I hope we can work that out. Did anything change with that, by the way? I also want to mention, anyone that subscribes to my channel on Twitch, there's going to be a new special spot that will magically appear for you in the Discord. And it'll be over here on the side. It's called subscribers only. And there'll be 3 tiers. So, on top of when you watch the stream, the 10% discount code that I give you that expires at midnight, if you are a tier 1 subscriber, which is the $5 a month, you get a permanent tier 1 discount code for my website. And then it goes up from there. You do tier 2, you get the new emoji and chat, and a permanent, even better discount that you can use anytime you want. You don't have to wait till you see the daily one. And then tier 3, same thing. The highest discount I can possibly offer before I'm literally just like giving it away for free and paying for the shipping for you is tier 3. So that's what I wanted to announce. I'm trying actively every day, every stream, to create more incentives for the subscribers because I really want to reward you guys and make you guys feel important. I want to make everyone feel important, but people that take it upon themselves to support the channel that much, I really want to have benefits for you. So we're actively working those out. I'm thinking of new ideas every day, and you can expect more benefits to roll out for you as time goes on, and I think of what to do and how to design it and set it up correctly. But that's the new gift from me to you. So there's 4 people subscribed right now, which is amazing. Thank you so much. And all 4 of you get a permanent discount code in the Discord that you can join, and the Discord is pinned in chat if you don't have the link and if you haven't joined yet. And that's pretty much the new stuff. And it's probably a clunky system to start out with, but I will be checking monthly the subscriber list to sort of like keep track, you know. So if someone unsubscribes, then they'll lose their access to the discount code. So like I haven't figured out how to change that problem, fix that problem yet. So what I'll probably do is like maybe just change them every month. I'll make them new name, like I'll make like what you have to type in as a discount code will be changed every month, so that technically you have to be a subscriber every new renew cycle to see them. So that like if someone subscribes and then 3 months goes by, it's not just gonna be the same code for 2 months and not paying for it, you know. I don't have a better way to do that yet because I was looking through my website for some features and stuff, and I couldn't really find anything that was quite what I was trying to do. But again, these are all things I'm learning how to do as we watch me go on this quest of faith and trust in working hard at something will make it into something. I sweat as I watch my bank account on the edge with nothing in it, not being able to pay my bills. But again, I'm more committed to this, so and I think if I died or I made it to old age and I wasn't able to say that I tried my best, I think that would be the most crushing of all, is to not try. So we're back at it again. Y'all know what happened season 1. We went hard. I had to take a little hiatus. Had to save up again. But here we are. I couldn't do it. I got the itch, you know. When I took that hiatus, I had to come back. Just felt right, or I mean, it just felt wrong to not keep going because of where we grew it to. It was awesome to see how many people enjoyed it and that were tuning in. We got up to 13 subscribers at one point, I remember. There was like 10 people watching at all times. It's hopping. We hope to soar way past those records this time. With hopefully making everything more fun and more engaging with Discord and discount code. Getting a print ready every single day. Again, you know, I don't see this being perma-digital prints. I'll have some episodes where we go back to traditional medium back and forth, just as we do. I just think, for me, it's been really fun to get out a lot of ideas. And like I said earlier in stream when it started today, like the number one thing that speeds you up with digital is the fact that you can just pick the color and not have to spend that 15 seconds over on your palette mixing. Literally it, like, cause I mainly paint on one layer, and to be quite honest, this oil brush is so dang realistic in this program. It's pretty much exactly how it feels, other than having to do like okay, so here's another thing that adds 5 seconds. I just realized that's also happening is the dipping in the amount of paint that's on the brush. So basically, like, I just press hard if I want more paint to come out. I press light if I want less paint to come out on this program. And as well as mixing colors, you have to like constantly be dipping your brush, adding water to it, maintaining a certain specific level of paint on it. And that's also, you know, 10 seconds here, 5 seconds here, 3 seconds adds up. So I think through this context, I'm able to pump out a lot more artwork without, I think, losing the painterly vision. But yeah, we'll get back to traditionals. We'll be doing more of those. I think I've found kind of a little bit of a newfound style I'm really enjoying right now too, is what it is. So I also want to explore that and kind of pump out maybe 100, 200 paintings. Have a nice library built, nice portfolio from this session, you know what I mean? Looks like I'm still tier 1, super weird. Looking on the 9th, since that weird message said my tier 1 sub would end that day, so maybe that's has to happen first. Yeah, just do that, just let it expire. And then when you buy back into another one, make sure to select tier 2. Sorry we couldn't figure that out. I appreciate you hopping on the phone and putting that much effort in. I appreciate you wanting to at all. It's very, very generous. You guys kill me with the amount of art you've bought for me. It's amazing. I'm so grateful forever. I wouldn't be able to do it without y'all. Without any of you. Like, this ain't no sob story or anything, it's just a literal fact. Like, anytime y'all buy a print or something on my website, like, y'all literally help me put food on the table, you know what I mean? Pay my bills. It's my actual income. This ain't like a side hobby, this is actually like my actual hustle. So, thank you, endlessly. Really. It really goes far. Huge. I'm also, it's worth mentioning, I'm monetized on Facebook. So, anytime y'all watch my reels on there, or like my stuff on there, you're paying me in ad money as well. I'm almost gonna be monetized on YouTube. We have like 400 subscribers to go. I think once I reach 1,000, I can finally have YouTube monetized, which will be awesome. And then we have 2 places. I mean, it's pennies. It's mere pennies right now because you need a lot of views to get ads there. But I think it's worth mentioning. I feel like not a lot of people realize that. I get my most views on Instagram. I still don't know why. My guess is that because it's like more of an artist platform. They just tap, like, since it's incarnation, like just more artists joined it or something, I guess. Oh, that was good. I share your Facebook. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. No pressure. I'm just saying, like, I upload it everywhere just in case someone doesn't like using Facebook, which there are a lot of people that don't, you know? So like if you're a YouTube guy or girl, then you can watch YouTube Shorts. You'll find it on there. If you're Facebook, you find Facebook Reels. Find it on there. If you're TikTok, it'll be on TikTok. If you're on Instagram, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to cover all my bases, but ultimately the only page that I have right now with enough followers that they actually let me make ad money off of is my Facebook and Twitch. Sorry, that's not the only one. So Twitch and Facebook. If you're watching me on Twitch and watching the commercials, or at least staying tuned in while you watch the commercials, you're helping me out a lot. Also sending bits and being subscribed. So those are the 2 sources right there, besides buying my products off my website. I like to be transparent, nothing to hide. Explain it all. After all, I'm going to be sitting here for hundreds of hours talking to everybody, so I guess I might as well get comfortable just talking about everything, because what's the point? We're all going to die. Everyone's so secretive about everything. I don't know why. I guess there's times for secrets, but... trying to decide what I want to do as I come up closer here. I think maybe they just kind of meet in a valley or something. Like the terraces kind of just... they dug them down until they sort of met in a valley over here. Terraces are fun to draw. That's a cool idea. Thanks, Kate. They're just like neat looking. Fun stuff. This one will definitely have more overlap though. I'm gonna cut that off. And hopefully we have just enough time to sketch out our little glowy virus things and really try to bring home that was a launch pad right there. We appreciate you giving us a tech support call. It's Brandon's Visa next time I buy him a painting, and I'm pretty sure I know which one. The World Tree. But I have to wait till Friday. Really? Thank you so much. That's awesome. Does he like the World Tree? Is that why? A friend of mine, Animation Deconstructed, went huge on YouTube. He had worked super hard. COVID got him just before he got huge. I miss him. Damn, that's sad. Good for him. Animation Deconstructed. I'll go check that out. It's cool to watch the Terrace form up. Like, I think I can pretty much keep that background. See how big that is over here? Like, it's pretty much done. That's what I mean, like you render up just the subject. Let's see, what do I got for time here? I gotta go like pour more coffee, guys, and go to the bathroom really quick. I'm gonna run a commercial. So just so y'all know, not gonna miss anything while I'm gone, while the commercial runs. I try to run them while I'm gone. I'm gonna run a 3-minute commercial. I'll be right back, and we'll continue painting. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching so far. Love y'all. See you in a minute. See you in a minute. Appreciate you sticking around. Thank you so much. I don't know if you've seen it, but for some crazy reason, it's always reminded me of Brandon. I already ordered a frame. You already ordered a frame. Yeah, I mean, when I read that comment as I was walking away for break, you made me have like a panic moment where I was like, oh no, how does she know what the dimensions are? But then I realized on my website I do have the dimensions, and you're reminding me that I keep forgetting to get around to the micro task of adding the dimensions to every single painting here, which some of them have them in the description, and what I mean by that is like I meant like so they're on just the title, like how I have it like this. I've been doing the conversion, like it has the dimensions in the description, but I just want to have them on out here. But I'm glad when I saw it, I was like, oh god, I'm glad that says 8x8. Holy shit, yeah. Forgot to turn on my camera. Anyway. Oh, we got a vote. Thanks, Steph. What do we got? Wonder why I didn't come in here. Oh, there it is. I just had to refresh. A vote for prompt 1, huh? An alien world where the inhabitants live inside enormous hovering crystalline geodes. Ah. How did I know that would be the one, Steph? How did I know? Alright, let's bang this out. Starting my time lapse and my timer again. We're gonna go to the finish line. Anyone joining in, the Discord is linked in chat. If you want to take part in the fun voting for the prompts, be sure to join in there. Every day before the stream starts. Well, I stream Monday through Friday in the mornings, like 8 a.m. to 11. And anytime the stream is about to happen, I create a list of 5 prompts that y'all get to vote on for the next stream. So what we're painting on right now was a vote that was won last stream. It actually tied and I had to flip a coin this morning, so that's how that played out. I think maybe a virus walkie thing could be on one of the launch pads. Or one on the launch pad could be a good opportunity to bring out some of the illuminescence it has. Phosphorescent. You really have to pronounce that word, man. Glow in the dark, aka glow in the dark. The dimensions are super helpful, actually. This is Shaw's page. Are you talking about the... Oh yeah, animation deconstructed. Cool, thank you for the link. I'm gonna save that up here. He looks familiar almost, honestly. Nice. So he did like tutorials and stuff. Dope. I'm gonna follow him. I always need to know how to do shit on programs, so he's definitely someone I'd like to follow. Thank you for the link. Denise. I said Denise again, and Denise, and I didn't say Kate. I know you don't care, but I'm determined to use Kate. Toss some textures in. I'm leaning a little more towards green. That was too much like that. I'll let a bush live there. That accidental bush that happened. I have a little valley that happens here. Actually, this could come out a little more, I think. Just clearly overlap though. Towards green will go here. I'll go a little gray. Well, and then right about here I'll bring it in. Maybe that's too soon. I'll stay with it gray till like here and then I'll bring it in. Bring it in as in saturate it. I was speaking visually pertaining to the mixing box. Color mixing box. This is just the base color of the grass. Like a lot of what I did there, I don't want to ruin that. That commercial, she dropped her vape in a public toilet and got it out. Which commercial is that? Hey Kirsten, by the way, good to see you here, love. What was the product? Well, that Kirsten was high school girls. 2 girls in a stall. What the hell? What was their point? Like, don't vape because you might drop it in a toilet and then smoke it anyway? Was that the lesson? Or was it not about vapes? Don't vape because you might drop it in a toilet. It was about addition of vapes being like shooting up. Oh, addiction of vapes being like shooting up, I see. Well yeah, the nicotine ones, man. Nicotine's fucking so addicting, it's ridiculous. can't even touch those things. They almost make me gag. Even though I'm vaping now, it's different. And I found one that's like not like that. It's THC, and it doesn't like do weird things. I like normal marijuana the most because it's real stuff. You're not smoking like, you're not vaping glycerin or whatever it is. That's the bad part about it. I personally don't like vapes, but if I don't have to. But I wouldn't compare it to heroin. I'm sorry. Maybe if you have the right personality, I'm sure someone could be that addicted to it. But that's a little bit far-fetched. Cigarettes are addicting though. Like I used to smoke cigarettes. Like a pack a day. But a little less than that, like a pack per every like 2 days actually. It's probably more my pace. Being realistic. If there was like a party that weekend or something, you know, some drinking going on, be a bit more. I'm handing them out to friends and shit, you know. I remember I got to the point I would buy an extra pack because I knew that fucking 900 of my friends would be asking for them, so I just had extra. It was in. Toilet vape heroin. Sick face, sad face. Oh. Not exactly what you're pertaining to, but probably just everything I said in general. Cookies could be addictive if you have the right personality, yeah. For sure. I mean, anything could be. You ever see that show? Has anyone ever seen that show, Strange Addictions? Oh my gosh. There's some stuff I've seen in that show I can't forget, real or not. Reality TV show, decorated or not. It's just like, ugh. Was one chick, not exaggerating, she was addicted to eating chalk. Like she would take chalk and bite a chunk out of it and chew it in her mouth. And I know that's just even cringe to think about, but yeah, that happened. And then another one, you're not gonna believe it, but I saw it with my 2 eyes on the show. She was addicted to eating dryer sheets. Talk about cringe. And she had to like go to the doctor and get them out of her stomach and everything, and it was like, ugh. And it was just a bunch of crazy stuff like that. So yeah. Hence your cookies point, Steph. I'm just throwing some like base texture that I'll be going over. Be sure to cast your votes for tomorrow's prompt in the Discord. The Discord link is in chat. Thank you for the 2 votes that happened already. Already on our way to deciding. It's another draw so far. We had to do a coin flip for today's. You can see I'm kind of digging back into what I just did to kind of get some semi-readable texture here. I'm not rendering it up as much as I'd like because I'm getting limited on my time here. So Actually, I want to change this to match a little more. I've already changed my idea on the color since then. This can cut this off. Yes, I am scared from that. Yes, I am scared from that. Chalk earring cat treats. A dude having his kink on with his car. Oh, so you mean you've seen the show? Scarred. Oh, okay. Especially with the dude with his car. Oh, yeah. I've seen that one. I've seen that one. I've seen the car guy. Yeah, you've seen the show. Yeah, that shit's absurd, right? I just had like a panic moment about my time lapse. I couldn't remember if I turned it on or not. Verdant Grounds, loving it. You saying like that's the name of this? Did you just name the painting? Oh, yeah, a little grass sneaking up on the edges here, right? Verdant is like rich soil, green grass, lush landscape in one word. Okay. Noted. Noted. Always trying to improve my vocabulary every day. I like learning new words that I don't know. I had a phase for like 6 months where I looked up one every day that I didn't know and tried to start using it, but that ended pretty quick because, you know, I've done a number of these like try to do one thing a day challenges like my whole life, and I've noticed life tends to just throw you a day where it becomes nearly impossible to sustain that challenge. But ultimately the word thing, it was just like, meh. It was maybe too much. I realized, like, I remember I fine-tuned it to like one new word like a month or something. Or like every other week or something. I'm a word geek. I was born that way. Yep, Kirsten is too. I'm definitely a word enthusiast, but I wouldn't call myself a word nerd. Because I don't know enough. Art nerd, definitely. Computer nerd, definitely. Video game nerd, definitely. Depending on the game, obviously. Tossed our like little stones that we had in the other ones. I like how that looks. I'm gonna sort of make that the terrace texture for all of them. Oh, don't glitch on me now, pen. Clock is against us. The clock is not with us today. Really bring out our blacks up here. Actually, I kind of like how that connects. Same here, yeah, what he said. The best way to learn about words is by reading and being around word nerds. Yes, well, hey, here I am. Read Tom Robin and you'll never be the same verbally. Robbins. Alright. Tom Robbins. You know who Tom Robbins is, Kirsten? Going full saturation. Fuck it. Alright, I want to decide, like, what's... I gotta get, like, the sunlight going or something. This tree has a shadow. Sort of like this. Saturate it a little more as we get closer and just a tad hair more green. Can't say I've heard of him. Me neither. He uses words that might know other writer uses them. What does he write? About? There's my tree shadow, sorta. This is looking very cool. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you so much. I think I just got rid of a little bit of the grass texture too much there, so I'm going to bring it back in the fastest way possible, considering I only have an hour left. Okay, we got our light. It's got to be more clear, obviously. Get this going. I'll get as many of the glowy creatures as I can with the time allotted there, Kate. So I think at this point, the amount of glowy creatures will be directly decided from where the clock is at a certain point. I love how bright you're going with the highlights. Thanks, Steph. Trying to make it look like sunlight. I'll probably have to have another bush to bring that home. And maybe like, I don't know. It's gonna be tough to make these things look glowy. I'll do my best. Still life with Woodpecker, half asleep in frog pajamas, skinny legs and all, getting progress on blues, movie stuff. He writes crazy stories about aliens, cell rotation, renegades, the Temple of Solomon, time. Wow. That's some serious subject matter. Sounds like I could get a lot of visuals from him. Draw. Because ultimately, 80% of my attention is taken up by what the next thing I want to draw is, pretty much. This needs its rocks. It doesn't have its rocks. been wrapping around more actually. Yeah, give me the color. Actually, I kind of like how that split on accident there. Yeah, maybe not. Change my mind. Let me see. What's this color I picked? The stories are insane visuals, character trapped in the center of a period of people winking out of photographs of Timbuktu. Great stuff. Wow, yeah, that sounds dope. I want to walk on his planet. Maybe we can draw one of his ideas. How about you go pick one? Pick like since you guys can all add prompts to the prompt list. Like go to how about you pick one of your favorite what's his name? I already can't remember his name. Tom Robin. Can put one of his like you know what I'm trying to say? Like one of his scenes in the prompt list. Hour officially and counting. I think if the rest is in sunlight, this will be implied of a shadow here. It will also create a nice edge between this mid-ground mountain and the background, hopefully. Which we still need to see more of. Like the top of it. Because it's not quite... We don't want to make the mountain look like it's bending away from us. Sometimes I really don't understand the notifications that social media gives me. I'm just like, why did I need to know that? I never do that. I never engage with that person or that celebrity or whatever. It's just like, goes to show you that like you can be the chosen one of a social media platform. There's just like sending texts for you out to random people. Hey, check this random celebrity out doing this thing. And our music stopped. Let me go fix that. Ah, it's because it got to the bottom. I see. Gotta load more. I'll load 3 pages of it. That should give us another hour of music easily. I'm already over another hour of music. There we go. You'll hate me. Now I'm going to do it. Hell yeah. That's what the Discord's for. Have fun. ultimately, I'm here to torture myself over y'all's crazy ass prompts. And then when I'm not here, I can go draw what I want. But often y'all think of stuff that's fun to draw, so. These are basically all just lines. Placed a little bit particularly, but yeah, just pretty much lines, bro. Maybe there'll be a little light shining through. There's some shine through the tree a little bit right here. Trying to make it look like a more realistic tree shadow. I think the edges will just be broken up a little bit more because of the leaves like that. Yeah, there we go. I'll just smooth this out here a little bit more. You know, you'd probably see a few branches in it, honestly. Yeah, maybe not that big of one up the top. $54, huh? By the way, for those of you who might have missed it, we did a 3-hour timer today instead. I think that's the new one. I've been beating the 4-hour timer a bit much. I kind of like how the 3-hour timer feels. It has that, applies just that little bit more pressure. It's a sweet spot, I think. Y'all get the final product a little faster too. I sweat a little bit more. You know, it's good for everybody. Continue with this over here. I don't know what this was. I think I was just doing some sort of rocks or something. Ah, there goes my pen getting angry. I don't really want it to be too rendered up anyway. Create just a little mystery object over there. It could be like sort of. I'll let your mind decide what it is. Maybe this can have its shadow too. probably wouldn't even be that wide. Let me go back here. Okay. And I'm just trying to desaturate a little more. Just trying something. A little more background interest, I guess. What I was going for. A little more perspective. 3 new prompts. Heck yeah. Forgot to start my timer there. Might be. I'll even I'm gonna correct that. We're probably more actually at like all right. Congratulations, you received 100 messages today. Yeah, let's go. We hit the 100 messages again. Thank you all for engaging. It's always a good time. Appreciate it. I'll just have to set the value of these virus things just so bright compared to everything else that you can even hint at more Terrace platforms way off in the distance. This is what a monochromatic yellow pretty much looks like, guys. Everything's olive green and yellow. So it's been fun messing with that, man. Okay. I like that background change. Yay! Thank you. I think we can really get some. Oops. Deleted the whole thing. Literally. There's a I just pressed the delete button on accident. Well, I should say the hotkey for deleting the whole layer. This is why we save, people. I'll even put lines on that. pretty much just white. With yellow, it's definitely more difficult to make it do what you want. I'm noticing. Trying to show that it's not like a full structure, but there's still some grass around it, and that it's getting highlighted by the whatever this light is coming from. I'm not gonna spend too much time worrying about where the sun is and trying to really like nail that home too hard, but something like that. There could be more than one sun and multiple clouds. Yes, true. I just think when it comes to like visually telling that story, we're pretty locked in here. I think we could have a virus standing on top of this hill right here. And I sneaked a little into the green for these guys. It's just to make them stand out a little more. He's gonna be farther away. He's gonna be a little dude over here. Even he was too big. little too big again. Ah, too high off the ground. You know, I'll bring the ground up because the ground wasn't drawn anyway. Maybe this one's like mid-crawling. Of course, he has a bit of green light. Lighten up the grass around him a little bit. Hopefully if I just do that enough, it'll make sense. Alright. I gotta do this quick. How do I do this? How do I do this? Pen isn't cooperating well right now. It's frustrating. Really starting to pull it out of my ass here because I gotta make the clock. pause the time for 1 second so I can read comments. Totally, you've got some Lovecraft and aliens there. Hey, Morris. I haven't seen the Morris emoji in chat in a minute. I love frogs. Yes, launch structure. Alright, sweet. Yeah, I gotta make it look like something. This is looking really great. I gotta hop off. Looking forward to seeing the finished product. And you later. Looking forward to seeing you too. Thank you, by the way. Have a great rest of the day at work. Alright. Play. Oh boy. Let the panic set in. Oh, what color did that second come from? Just adding a little bit more texture to the grass. It's a little bit closer. Minutes. Okay. Oh boy. Nearly got butterflies in my stomach trying to finish this on time. Maximum speed activated. Maximum decision making speed activated. Maximum, like, just commit to whatever comes off the pen speed activated currently. If I'm not at the virus things by the 15 mark, I think I'm in danger. This wasn't quite the right color. Gotta stick with this one I had. Up a little more, something like that. I don't know what it was. It was, no, it was closer to green, that's why. Just needed to have some of that in there, I guess, for it to tie together a little bit more. Maybe even a little over here too. Just connect it a little more. Somebody else go here. Something like that, I guess. Do a little color wiggle. More color wiggling needed the closer you get. I'm not really doing the right texture that I wanted here. Save. Alright, sorry guys, I haven't paid attention to the votes. Oh yeah, I forgot to vote. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? Oops. Where am I? Where am I? Unpin tab, unpin tab. 2-1 so far. Alright. Thank you for your vote, Kirsten. This is a bit too detailed over here with the grass. I'm going to tone it back a little. Oh my god. Like, I'm probably gonna feel like I finish it, and then after I stop the stream, I'm gonna notice like 20 things that I missed. It's fine. But that's the challenge, right? The 3-hour challenge. Get as much as you can. Ah, just go black, man. Sometimes you just hear me yelling at the program, basically. Fixing some of the tones. The undercolor wasn't quite dark enough here. Now I'll fly up here. Increase the size of my brush a little bit. Grab a little bit of this color, kind of dig back in, a couple types in there. Go back to this color. 24 minutes. Oh! There's a lot of edges that could use cleaning up and stuff that I might not get to, stuff like that. Just trying to get the important stuff. Okay. Definitely behind. Definitely behind. Don't want to ruin my green guy. Happened to him a little bit. Just try to quickly make these little sections of grass here. Seems like that wanted to be a little plant, didn't it? Maybe be a little too I wasn't bright enough or something. See, now I'm left to making, with this amount of time left, I'm forced to just take the first thing that happens, and I'm not really able, I'm not allotted enough time anymore right now to experiment as much with colors. So that's, I'm running into like, oh shit, you know, that wasn't really right. Okay. How bright does that go? Maybe that's good. I guess the stressful part is trying to like keep the same bar as the other paintings with 1 hour less to work. Time am I got here? 11:30. Okay. I'm doing good. I'm gonna make my business meeting. As long as I stay on track here. By the way, anyone who's jumping in, the Discord is pinned in chat on YouTube and Twitch. And we all get to vote on prompts. This was voted last stream. Monochromatic yellow. And the idea was a launch pad, extreme terrace landscape. My pen is being annoying right now. So if you want a chance to vote on the next one, join the Discord. You can also share your art there. I also encourage drawing along with the prompts, trying them with me. Kirsten, you were supposed to vote one. I try to pick an idea that everyone, I like I want to make it tough, you know? I think if everyone likes all the ideas, the voting gets more interesting. So obviously, I try, if someone throws in their own ideas, I try to put them in the next one. Alright, we're not gonna get that many virus things due to the time. But I will try to make this more like a launch pad. Decimating on some of this detail on purpose so that I don't have to render out everything. Oh boy, genuinely not sure I'm gonna like get this one to where I'm like, all right, yeah, I did everything I wanted on it. But we will remain strict to the timer, and this will in turn produce more paintings, more mileage. I'm just going in with a straight black right now. You know what? It actually could work out. I just realized it like right now that this hill is kind of sort of in half sunlight. Let me see if I can get this in time. It needs to be covered more, huh? jeez. Oh, jeez. It's gonna be more of a divide between the light side of the cliff. So I'm just rushing in here and trying to fix that. Right about there, I studio fade it into the light. Won't be like a crisp line, in my opinion. Which is something to bring it out a little bit more. Could even go a bigger brush here. Oh boy. I'm sweating. My palms are sweating. Okay. Maybe I can really quickly get a virus over on this side of the hill too. Really bring home that he's glowy. Maybe. I don't know. That'd be crazy, huh? There's a scary movie waiting to happen. Viruses the size of humans. I gotta cover up all these super bright. Oh man. Literally sweating. No, that'll have sunlight. That'll have sunlight on the top there. Just brain farting for a second because I'm rushing. Whew. Putting with you on this one. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's about as good as that stand's gonna get, guys. Holy shit. Alright, let me see. Ten minutes. Oh god. %, firing on all cylinders right now. Okay, let's toss in a few of these guys. Oh yeah, I don't like this man. I wanted to overlap this right here. Maybe a little glow. Why didn't that do anything? Eight minutes, holy fuck. Three hours is no time at all. Maybe 3.5 hours next time. Maybe. Think we can use the stand here? Really show how much light he's emitting? It's a he virus, not a she virus, apparently. Let's just make them like light creatures. Let's get another one. I had to try, right? I gotta go. I'll catch you tomorrow. Have a great day, Kate. Thank you so much for hopping in and hanging out. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thank you so much. I appreciate you to the ends of the earth. Ooh, the virus looking rad. Thank you. Trying to make something happen. Alright, start the timer again. Here's where I think I can maybe bring it home. Just have these guys going out everywhere. I just figured out what this is. It's a clump of them. A gross clump. Had to be a simple creature. They gotta be everywhere. Now it's kind of feeling creepy. Like, you touched down here on a spaceship, no wonder why they left. One minute and 45 seconds. Oh my gosh. I can't even look at chat right now, guys. I just gotta go till it buzzes on me. Maybe this is where they hatch. It's like a nursery right here. You know what I mean? And then they like kind of disconnect from whatever these globs of them are, and then they... Oh god. Pretty much it, guys. I did my fucking best. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, signature 2, 1. Here's the sign. It was too big. I'll redo it. All right, there it is. Jesus, man. Ah! Oh. Jeez. Well, that was fun and challenging as hell. Go a little more subtle. Not that subtle. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Let's see what the vote won. Looks like prompt number 2 tomorrow. Gonna close that poll. And for some reason it doesn't let me complete it. I don't know why. Unless I like refresh the page. Alright, there we go. So what won? An alien landscape with colossal rainbow-hued snails that serve as mobile cities. Jesus, fuck. Alrighty. Well, that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. The color is kind of like up in the air because today we finished our like monochromatic series. So, considering it's a rainbow-hued snail, we don't want to, like, you can't really draw that with only having one color. So, So there's that. And again, guys, the discount code today is Terrace10 if you want to buy this as a print. It'll be on the website soon after stream is over. And also, that expires at midnight. I don't know if I said that. There's all the prints that we have done in the past 8 streams, as well as everything else on my website here. That's the originals page, but if you go to the prints up top here, the last 8 drawings. A new thing to keep in mind, we have a new subscriber only tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 discount. So if you're a tier 1 Twitch sub, then you have a permanent tier 1 discount bonus that you can open up in the Discord. Be sure to join the Discord as well. The link should be linked in both of the chats, and then so on and so forth. Tier 2 discount, tier 3 discount. So if you're a tier 2 sub, you get a permanent tier 2 discount off anything off my website, and go on and so forth. So I'm trying to create rewards for y'all, slowly and steadily building it. And yeah. What else? What am I missing? What am I missing? I think that's it. We got the vote. We got the Discord announcements. We announced the new discounts. Anything else? I think that's it. Thank you so much for hanging out. And look out for the time lapse tomorrow of this. And I will see you all tomorrow morning for the next drawing of the day. Some rainbow huge snails with cities on them. Hell yeah, that sounds fun. Thank you again so much. I appreciate you all.